guys, how are you? This is Leslie. Welcome to another of my videos. I'm a little late on this review, but today we'll be reviewing the Naughty eyeshadow palette from Huda Beauty, which I loved it. I received it for Christmas. If you haven't seen my video about what I got for Christmas, then it'll be linked down below in the description box. So I got it. I was super excited to try all of her eyeshadows. They all look very unique, like you've probably seen on many other videos, but I also wanted to create a look with this palette and show it to you guys and share my thoughts about it. So I hope that you really like this video. If you're not subscribed yet, don't forget that you can do so by clicking on the button down below and activate the notifications bell button. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. So I have a palette right here. This is what the shades are looking like, and you've probably already seen like so many reviews of this palette. If you've been wondering about Slippery that is on the corner that kind of looked like a I don't know, it was just that weird looking eyeshadow, but it's actually like a lip gloss, or you can also use it kind of like a really like creamy blush. It feels very weird. I honestly like barely use it, but I was very curious about it when I first got the palette and when they first announced it. But let's start getting into the look so that we can start like seeing how this eyeshadows act and how much pigmentation they have and if they have any fallout. So I'm starting off with this small like blending brush, and I need to I recently got wings, so I'm gonna put them to the side so that we can work on the eye. And I have no makeup at all right now. I didn't do my eyebrows, I didn't do my foundation, so we're starting off with some eyeshadow. I'm gonna start taking the eyebrow shade right here, which if you can see, like that's the one that I use the most. I've used like some of these eyeshadows already to create some looks, and I'm gonna apply it to the outer corner of my eye. Usually with Huda Beauty palettes, you have that very strong pigmentation, but with this one you can build out the color. So if you are like a beginner with this palette, then it might be really good for you, so you can like learn how to build color and how to build your eyeshadow. Like at first it didn't have that much pigmentation when I applied it. Like you can see the shade, but it doesn't have much, so we're building it a little bit. This is the second time that I applied this eyeshadow right here. What I also love about this palette is that it includes a mirror, so that's why it makes them like a little bit more expensive. Now this is the third time that I'm going in with this eyeshadow just to have like that very strong color. Okay, now with the same brush I'm gonna take the shade Naughty, which is this brownish shade, and I'm also gonna apply it on the outer corner but a little bit below the one that we added. And I'm concentrating it on this outer corner, like this side right here. So far with the shades, I see little to no fallout, so I really like that because there's not much to clean afterwards. And that's at least with this matte eyeshadows. I want to add a little bit of the purple eyeshadow Spicy right here to the outer corner as well. And I'm gonna take this angled brush. I think this one is from Luxie. This one is a lot more pigmented than the other ones. And I'm gonna go back with my blending brush and blend all of those. Now I'm gonna clean my eyelid a little bit with my concealer. This one is from Pretty Vulgar on the shade 63, the middle ground. So I'm gonna apply it a little bit with this small flat brush. This is what it's looking like. And also if you hear like noises in the background, this my roommate's dog. I'm kind of like babysitting her while she's at work, so it's just her playing around. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of the eyeshadow called Passion right here, which it has like that marble look. I'm gonna start by applying it with this small brush, and then I'm probably gonna go ahead and use my fingers just because I think it's easier with this like shimmer shades. This one doesn't have that much glitter compared to Desire down here, but it has a really nice color. So we're applying it all over the eyelid. For it being a shimmer shade, it applies really well with a brush. Okay, now that I have this, I'm gonna blend it with this outer corners. So I'm gonna go back with spicy. Okay, I can tell right now that I'm starting to get a little bit of fallout, but it's not too bad. Okay, now I'm gonna do my eyebrows. You're gonna see how this whole look changes once eyebrows are done. Also for my eyebrows, I'm using the Brow Styler by Benefit, and I like this one because it has like this powder, and it lets me like fill in my eyebrows real well, and it makes it look very natural. I'll go ahead and do my foundation just to clean out some of the fallout that I did get. I don't know if you can tell, but it was like very minimal. And I'm using the Rare Beauty foundation on the shade 330 Ann. I really like this Rare Beauty foundation because it's very lightweight, but if you wanna like check out my full review, I will leave you the link on the description box. And before applying foundation, I already prepped my skin with moisturizer, and I'm also using, like I've been using lately, a hyaluronic acid that it just helps my skin to be moisturized and hydrate my skin a lot more. Now I'm gonna apply some of the concealer. I'm still using the Pretty Vulgar concealer. And I'm gonna contour my face a little bit with the NYX Wonder Stick. Okay, now that this is done, I like to apply my setting spray in stages, or like in steps. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of my setting spray right now, just to set like everything that I've done so far. But I'm still gonna go back with the palette and apply some of the eyeshadow on my lower lash line. For that, I'm gonna take this brush. I think it's called a taper brush, and I'm gonna take the shade I'll go with Arouse and apply it on my lower lash line. And I'm also gonna apply a little bit of the Shameless shimmery shade on my lower lash line. This one definitely has some fallout. Now with another smaller brush, I'm gonna add a little bit of glitter on my inner corner. So I'm gonna take the shade Please Me. Actually, I'm gonna go with Tantric. I would usually apply some eyeliner just because I feel like it adds a really nice detail to the eye looks, and I live for my eyeliner, but I think I'm gonna leave it with an eyeliner this time. And I would usually also apply some falsies, but I have my lash extensions, so I can't do that. But if you recreate this look and add some falsies, it will look amazing. Anyways, we'll continue with some bronzer. I'm using the Pride K Princess Tarte palette, and I'm taking these two shades here. I love the palettes that have a mirror with it. It just makes everything so much easier. For highlighter, you already know this. I've been using the Too Faced highlighter, and I also think it's so pretty. And I'm gonna apply some blush. I'm using the California blush. This is the mini version, and it also has a tiny mirror, which I love it. And now that this is done, I applied some more setting spray. And this is what it looks like. I love that shade that I put on my eyelids. It has like some purple tones with some blue undertones. I don't know, I just love it, and I think you can create like so many looks with this. I think definitely with an eyeliner or falsies would make this look so much better. But in conclusion, I love this palette. I think Huda always does an amazing job with her palettes. I would say though that a lot of the shades are very similar to her other palettes. Like Desire, I'm pretty sure she has some that look like this on the other palettes that she has. The only one that was like kind of unique was Slippery, but I honestly like rarely gonna use that. I do love Passion, which is the one that I have on my eyes, and Provocative and Flower Power are also very pretty. I haven't tried Hard, but it just looks like a brown eyeshadow, which is very normal. But they're very pigmented. You do have to build the colors, so it would be good if you are starting with makeup. I'm bringing out the bangs just because I really like them, and I love how the makeup looks like this. So yeah, I hope that you guys really like this video. If you do so, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you've already tried the palette, let me know in the comments down below what you think about it. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye guys.